Getting a laptop for 3D modeling and rendering sounds simple until you actually try. Between all the specs, flashy features, and confusing tech talk, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But here's the truth, you don't need the most expensive machine on the market, and you definitely don't need to guess your way through it. What you really need is a laptop that delivers consistent performance, fast speeds, and accurate visuals. Whether you're building models in Blender, working with CAD files in AutoCAD, or rendering lifelike scenes in Unreal Engine, these laptops actually do the work without wasting your time. After testing, comparing, and going through real-world scenarios, we've pulled together a list of the 5 best laptops that truly get the job done. They're not just powerful, they're smart choices. Each one fits a different type of user, from students to full-time professionals. And every single one of them is linked in the video description below, so be sure to check those links when you're ready to take the next step. Number 5. MSI GE76 Raider. This laptop is a beast, plain and simple. It's big, bold, and doesn't pretend to be ultra portable. It's here to give you raw power and a lot of it. Inside, you've got an Intel Core i7-11800H and an RTX 3060, and that combination is known for smooth handling of complex 3D workflows. Whether you're rendering architectural models, building out game environments, or handling advanced simulations, this machine doesn't choke. Its 17.3-inch Full HD display makes a real difference for creative tasks. That much screen space allows you to split your software panels, keep your tools visible, and still work on your model without clutter. Plus, a 144Hz refresh rate keeps motion smooth and navigation easy, even when you're moving fast in timeline previews or adjusting scenes in real time. Then there's the memory, 64 gigabytes of RAM. Let that sink in. That means you can run multiple programs, multitask with giant files, and render while working on something else. You also get 2 terabytes of SSD storage, which means you'll rarely worry about running out of space. Cooling is smart too. It doesn't just blast air randomly. The fans adjust intelligently based on what you're doing, so you don't get that annoying fan noise during light work, but you're still protected during heavy rendering. The mux switch is another plus if you're toggling between internal and dedicated graphics. Now, if you plan to carry this thing around, it's not for you. It's big and heavy, and because it's premium, it's not budget friendly. But if you want serious power, no lag, and zero stuttering on any modern modeling software, this one checks all the boxes. Number 4, Lenovo Legion Pro 7i. This laptop is a powerhouse with very few trade-offs. If you need a machine that can handle anything you throw at it, this is where you look. With an Intel Ultra 9 275HX and the RTX 5080 GPU, you're getting one of the fastest laptops available right now. Complex animations, heavy modeling, high poly sculpting, it just handles it. The OLED screen is another standout. At 16 inches and 240 Hz, it's smooth, bright, and color accurate. When you're working on effects or video sequences, the refresh rate helps keep transitions sharp. And if you're editing scenes with color-sensitive materials, it delivers clarity that cheaper panels just don't match. You get a massive 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM and a 2 terabytes SSD, so you're never worried about multitasking or disk space. If you work with massive texture sets, long simulations, or heavy video timelines, this kind of capacity saves time and sanity. You just work, and it keeps up. The thermals are strong here. Lenovo's cooling setup is designed to let you push your system without worrying about sudden slowdowns. It stays efficient and relatively quiet even when you're running long renders overnight. Plus, you get extras like the per-key RGB keyboard, which isn't essential, but it's nice. Downsides? It's big and not super portable. Also, like any high-end device, it's priced accordingly. But for professionals who work in 3D full-time, it's one of the few laptops that can really keep up without compromise. Number 3, ASUS TUF Gaming F15. If you're looking for a laptop that balances solid performance with a reasonable price, the ASUS TUF Gaming F15 is a great place to start. This model packs enough power for serious 3D modeling and rendering without pushing you into premium territory. It runs on a 12th gen Intel Core i5-12500H processor and an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3050 GPU, which can handle most modeling software like Blender, SketchUp, and Fusion 360. Whether you're designing objects, previewing animations, or working on student projects, it holds up well. It's not made for ultra-heavy scenes, but for mid-range work, it's more than capable. You get 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM and a 512 gigabytes PCIe SSD. That means you can multitask comfortably, jump between your software, reference files, and even some light rendering without lag or long load times. And if you need more space or speed later on, there's an extra SSD slot for easy upgrades. The 15.6-inch Full HD screen runs at 144 Hz, and that matters more than you might think. It makes viewport navigation smoother, especially when you're scrubbing timelines or rotating complex models. With adaptive sync, screen tearing and stuttering are reduced, which keeps everything looking clean and fluid. That said, the display isn't color accurate enough for high-end design or grading work, and the bottom bezel is a bit bulky. Cooling is another strong point. The dual 84-blade arc flow fans do a solid job keeping the system cool during long sessions without turning into a jet engine. And thanks to the Mux switch, you can push more power directly to the GPU, boosting performance in certain tasks and games by up to 10%. One thing to keep in mind, the speakers and audio aren't anything special. If sound quality matters to you, you'll probably want a good pair of headphones or external speakers. Overall, the TUF Gaming F15 offers real value. It's rugged, reliable, and strong enough to support your growth as a 3D artist or designer. If you're on a budget but still need a laptop that can handle creative work, this one delivers where it counts. Number 2, Dell Precision 7780. If you need a machine that doesn't flinch under pressure, the Dell Precision 7780 isn't just powerful, it's engineered to dominate demanding workloads without breaking a sweat. From 3D rendering and data analysis to real-time editing and advanced simulation, this is the kind of laptop that performs like a desktop, but goes wherever you need it. At its core is Intel's 13th Gen i7-13850HX processor, packing 20 cores and clock speeds up to 5.3 GHz. That's backed by 64 GB of blazing fast DDR5 RAM and a 1 TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD, so you're never bottlenecked even with massive files or parallel tasks running. Whether you're coding, compiling, or rendering, the speed and efficiency are top tier. And for creatives or engineers who need serious graphics muscle, the NVIDIA RTX 4000 GPU with 12 GB of GDDR6 delivers professional-grade visuals without compromise. The 17.3-inch FHD display is anti-glare, bright at 500 nits, and covers 99% of the DCI P3 color gamut, making it ideal for color-accurate work in bright or dynamic environments. Comfort View Plus helps reduce eye strain, and the wide viewing angle keeps clarity intact even when you're not dead center. This workstation also gets the little things right: Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth, a full-size backlit keyboard, FHD IR camera with privacy shutter, fingerprint, and smart card readers for secure access, and Dell's Express Sign-In for quick login. The build is solid, and it runs Windows 11 Pro out of the box. It's not small, and it's definitely not light. But if you want reliability, raw power, and professional tools in one machine, the Precision 7780 is built for exactly that. Number 1, MacBook Pro 16M 2 Max. If you're someone who lives in the Apple world, this MacBook Pro feels like the logical next step. The M2 Max chip gives you a strong edge in workflows built around macOS. It's fast, stable, and plays incredibly well with Mac-optimized tools like Final Cut, Blender, and Logic. Even with heavy workloads, you rarely see a slowdown, and everything runs in sync. The 16-inch Liquid Retina XDR display is honestly one of the best screens you can get. If you work with textures, colors, or any type of visual design, the level of detail here will help you make better decisions. Whether you're working on lighting, reflections, or post-render grading, this display won't hide mistakes. With 32 GB of unified memory and a 1 TB SSD, performance stays smooth across the board. The way Apple handles memory makes those 32 GB feel more powerful than they sound. It's built so that apps can talk to the memory pool without wasting resources, which means less slowdown when switching between projects. Battery life is a huge bonus. Most laptops with similar power need to stay plugged in, but this one holds up for hours, even under demanding tasks. And if you use other Apple gear, you already know how well everything integrates. Copy a photo on your phone, paste it on your Mac, open a message on your laptop, answer on your tablet. It sounds simple, but it makes your workflow feel cleaner and faster. Still, it's not for everyone. Some major 3D tools, like 3ds Max, don't run on Mac OS, so you'll need to double check your software list. And if you want to bump up the storage or RAM, costs climb fast. But if you're already in the Apple ecosystem and you want a machine that's fast, clean, and reliable, this one nails it. Each laptop here offers a different path depending on what kind of work you do, how you like to work, and what kind of setup you prefer. Maybe you want something affordable and durable to start learning. Maybe you're ready for top-tier power, or maybe you want the smoothest creative experience you can get. Whatever your situation, these 5 laptops won't disappoint. They're powerful, reliable, and worth your time. Don't forget, check the video description for the product links. Everything you need is right there. And if one of these laptops feels right for you, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.